Energon was a strange time. Optimus was barrel-chested. Practically every Autobot was a combiner. And the storyline kind of fell on its face. But it did give us this. Energon Leader Class Megatron. Today on World of Stuff. Well, as a start here, yes, Megatron here is a jet, whereas he was previously a tank, which is now the accessory, very much like his Armada self, which has some interesting points to it. First of which is that not only can it fire a missile, it has lights and sounds. See here. Well, it's there now. Yeah, that's not shrill, is it? So, in addition to the lights and sounds on the firing missile right here, he also has additional weapons, aside from these already fairly sized cannons. So here now, if we fold up these parts of the wings, yes, more guns. Though I do have to wonder how aerodynamic this design really is like this. So here now, if we remove carefully that, that's a little better. And so here now, 4 mini-con ports right there. So if that excites you, there you go. Let's see here now. Let's get into articulation, shall we? See here now. We'll move these parts up here, disconnecting from the legs. And yes, these will be the legs. Disturbingly enough. Okay. Then we'll twist this wing pack around. Fold in the landing gear. They tend to do it on their own, but it's still better off you do it yourself. So here now, these parts are on a spring, so they move out of the way for you. Kind of. Here, bring these parts in for the legs. Now fold in this part, so either slide it down, and then eventually, there we go. That brings out the feet. So here now. There we go. That works. Now we bring this part up along with the camera, because there's a fair amount of bulk to him. That's here now. Fold out the wings a little bit this way. Bring down the nose cone like so. Fold in that and like that. And there, that's a little bit better. Next we will slide out the shoulders, bring down the guns, and fold this down for the head. And here we have yet another disapproving Megatron in robot mode. Now, as opposed to having Energon chips like the basics or the deluxes or the Voyager class, instead he had this tank do a little bit more, because not only did it generate sounds in like this in the plane, if you attach it like so, and let's see here now, come around the back, press this button, you can dislodge a blade, but you can then enter into the back end of the tank. And yes, that already generates sounds. So here now, and if you... Yeah, that's not nearly as shrill, but still a little bit touchy. But still was something else the tank could do, aside from look weird and just take up space. So that was definitely something, if that excites you. One other thing I will mention in robot mode, yes, it is essentially Galvatron in the toy colors, but they called it Megatron because when they did the mid-season power creep, he became the Galvatron in the Galvatron colors, the purple colors, which makes about as much sense as everything else that happened. Yeah, this was the year that basically Optimus Prime was a Power Rangers combiner. I'm certainly not going to question having a double Galvatron homage in the same series. As for the articulation, the head does rotate, kind of but well, you can kind of fake something with that hinge there. Shoulders do rotate as well as a Oh, yes, they do go out that way as well. So now, I guess that'd be a forearm swivel with a spring-loaded fist action. Not much you can do with that, especially since there were no guns that came with it. Though they do have the pig holes for it. Oh, stop it. Okay, moving that right now. And oddly enough, he does have a port for an Energon chip, but he never came with any. So you know, the legs are odd affair. So you know, they do go back and forth here, as well as going out. But you can also get this, aside from this heavily ratcheted knee bend, which not all that useful. You can also have this sort of broken leg pose, which is about as useful as they come, as you could imagine. I expect. So now, there we go. The feet are kind of going nowhere, but like that, because they're spring-loaded. So there is some articulation to be had here, but it was mostly due to the impressive size and the alt mode that you're probably the reason why you got this toy in the first place, if in fact you did get it. It's only why I got it. And hey, it's a Megatron as a jet. Outside of Machine Wars, when did you have Megatron as a jet? Well, aside from the upcoming Titan's Return toy, but that's a little ways away. Quick side note on this accessory pack here. Yes, this part does a flip up. And no, it's not all that useful. But yes, there is another Minicon port right up there, if that means anything to you. Okay, that wraps up this review. I am the Deceptwolf. This has been Energon Megatron, and I bid you all a good night.